In this movie, I want to give a very quick overview of how to get started using Cross References Pro by DTP Tools. And I have a very simple document here. It's just something I got off of Wikipedia, and it's all about coconuts. And so I want to link these items here in this table of contents to various other places in the document. And the first one I'm going to link is description. And the word I'm going to link it to is right up here on page 2. And so I'm going to highlight the word description, and then over here in my Cross References Pro panel, I'm going to click Insert New Cross Reference. And honestly, it took me a while to figure out how this worked because it says custom format, and the UI isn't very helpful in just giving up and running kind of an overview. And so rather than use this this panel, there's an easier way. Instead of using Cross References Pro panel to begin with, I'm going to use the regular hyperlinks panel just to kind of get me started. So I'm going to click Insert, Create New Cross Reference, and I know that what I want to link to is an H2, and it's the word description. I want it to have the page number, and I'm going to click the Edit button, and I also want it to have a character style. And so now that I've got that going, I'm going to go over here to Cross References Pro, click on the flyout panel, and I'm going to choose Migration, Convert Basic Cross References to Cross References Pro. And now there's a little blue bracket around this. It's a Cross Reference Pro. And if I double click on this, you'll notice before this said custom, and that was all that was in here. But when I migrated my basic cross references over to Cross References Pro, it populated this whole list for me of all the built-in cross-reference formats that are already built into an InDesign document that come right out of the box. And so if you make your cross-reference using the hyperlinks panel, the standard hyperlinks panel first, and then migrate it, you'll get this list that you can then use as a starting point to kind of customize what you want your cross-references to look like. And so then you can click on any one of these different tags, and let's say I want the paragraph text, I want it to be blue. So I'm going to click inside here in the little paragraph text XML tag, and I'm going to click modify. That's the little button in the middle. And when you modify an existing tag, it's going to give you, it's going to bring up a different dialog box, the modify cross-reference format element. And in here, there's a little bit more, it's a better UI. And so you can kind of click around and without having to know all the code to generate all these XML tags, you can just check the boxes and kind of stylize your cross-reference the way that you want it. And so now I've just given the word description a blue color. But what's really great about Cross References Pro is that all these tags are totally modular, and so you can have just the words blue or just the numbers blue, or if you want to have your page number be in a different font or a different color, you can do that. And if you want, you can totally change it up, make it a different font, Apple Chancery, specify a color. We're going to make it pink, and we're going to make it very large. And so even though this is pretty tacky, and I wouldn't do that in a normal document, it really illustrates nicely how modular Cross References Pro is, and that you can stylize each individual little part of a cross-reference. So it's got a lot more power to it than the built-in cross-references that come right within InDesign. And I'd also encourage you to check out the DTP Tools website, because they have they've got a really great page listing all the different XML tags, and they've got a forum, and they've got some great resources. So that once you're past this and you're up and running, if you want to take your cross references further and really customize them a lot more than just this little simple demonstration I've given here, then their website is a really good resource for that. And this was an up and running quick start video about how to use DTP Cross References Pro. My name is Kelly Vaughn and I'm Document Geek. Thanks a lot.